Week 1 of the NFL is finally here. It's finally happening. Finally, games that matter. And so we're going to do the exact same thing we did the last couple of seasons, which is not know shit about fuck. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
All right, so I can't tell you how long this off-season has been.
I can finally stop pretending to like baseball.
Baseball doesn't like you. Baseball doesn't like anybody.
That's
it's
right.
just, it's just a placeholder. But we are going to be making our predictions for week 1, as we usually do. And like I mentioned this before, if you want to be a part of our league, you can. All you have to do is just send us your picks for every single winner for every single game. All right, you can put that in a comment on this video or send it to me directly at Dario SDW or at Super Dario World. We make sure to keep score. If for any reason you want to join in the middle of the season or something, you will start 3 points behind last place, which sounds like a lot, but actually isn't, because we kind of suck at this, and we've discovered that along the way.
We've had weeks where we have almost no points.
Oh, it's been brutal. It's been disgustingly bad. So, as I mentioned, I'm gonna put $100 in. So winner gets $100. The league is free. If you want to be a part of it, and you can join for free. If you want to add a little bit to the bet, well, winner's gonna take call. So let's say you want to join the league and you want to put in $5. Winner gets $105, and so on and so forth. So the limit is there's no limit. You can win all the money in the world. It just depends on how much people want to bet. So,
all glory goes to the winner.
exactly. But I'm putting in $100 just to make it fun. So let's get started. It's been an interesting offseason.
It has
Not-
a lot of news.
Yeah, a lot of quarterback roulette.
Yeah.
A lot of coaching changes. There's been, honestly, it feels like we are officially in the new era of the NFL, one without Tom Brady. Like, this just completely different.
A new dawn.
There's a new guard around. Who's like the oldest quarterback playing right now? Who feels like old school? Russell Wilson?
Oh, that hurts to even... No, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson. Those are still the old guard. Anybody else? Off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, not really. I'm wondering if Joe Flacco's still playing. Andy Dalton?
Listen, they might be in the league, but I don't think they're playing.
Yeah, I don't know. Derek Carr has played for a while.
Sure.
but- Yeah, he's
Sure.
closer to Russell Wilson, I think. Man,
The point is, it's
the
starting to
youngins
feel-
are taking over.
Yeah, they're taking over. It's, the passing of the torch. Again, the GOAT retired, so we'll see. We'll see if he stays retired. I don't know. There's been rumors of everything, but let's get into it because, we want to keep this one short. It's Labor Day. We're both kind of hungover still from our sister's wedding. We're tired, so let's just get into it. So, first game of the week, Thursday Night Football. Here's where you change the image.
Yeah, okay.
Eric's got the mouse.
He
So
didn't
first
give me
game
a
of the
cue.
week. What?
He didn't give me a cue.
Saying you even cut it wrong up there on the top.
I can recut it if you'd like.
Sure, do it.
Yeah,
whatever.
let's do this
just doing
live.
this. It doesn't matter. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
It was a little difficult. I'm sorry. I'm so
There you go.
sorry.
Yeah, you did pick like a really dark image. But anyway, Thursday Night Football. The season opener is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Detroit Lions, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, if you could put the schedule, that'd be great so that I know who's the home team and who isn't. No, put it on the other screen. I think you already had it on the other screen. And we're
Gotcha.
going to need it so when we make our predictions and
I
stuff.
understand.
There you go. There you got there. It took you a minute. Anyway, Kansas City Chiefs, who are kind of in a bizarre spot right now. They're having issues with their star defensive player. There was an interview where Travis Kelce may have made a joke or not about not being paid enough. So there seems like there's something off with the Chiefs this offseason. Now, I'm not going to say that they're going to completely fall off the edge of the earth. I'm just saying it doesn't feel as buttoned up as it has on previous off seasons. Usually the Chiefs are super buttoned up. They're professional. They're the first one into the building, best dressed. This time it's not feeling quite so much. So I'm not going to say that the Lions are going to beat the Chiefs, but I am going to pick them just because it's fun.
Good. The Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl again. I think God didn't appreciate us beating him last season.
Oh, he's mad.
So he was like,
God's mad.
Okay. I fuck with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hurt
you in
feelings.
ways you can't. Here's the new dynasty, baby.
Yeah, listen,
It's right here.
like logically speaking, I don't think the Lions are gonna beat the Chiefs, but it's fun to, take a risk because again, we don't know shit about fuck. So
That is the most fun aspect of the right at the start of the season.
anything can happen.
Yeah, and people are gonna get injured, and what the fuck is going on outside?
What is that noise? What is that? That's really bizarre. But let's hurry up before we lose the light.
Okay,
That's
someone's just yelling.
It's like I don't know.
I thought I was going crazy.
let me close the window, but keep going.
No, oh god. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's right at the beginning of the season. People are gonna start getting injured. I don't know. That was weird. I thought I was like, all right, I finally lost it.
All right.
All right, never mind. This is my life now.
Yep.
People are just gonna start getting injured. Like the 49ers, they had all these plans with Trey Lance and a brand new offense and whatnot. Guy gets injured in like 2 weeks. Their entire season changes. That's just the interesting thing. If
Anything can happen.
last year, remember the AFC West was supposed to be the unstoppable,
And everybody not named the Chiefs sucked.
and that's why I'm saying they're just gonna keep winning.
Listen, to me, here's kind of the big factor. The Chiefs, if Chris Jones doesn't play, that means that the entire rest of their roster averages like less than 1 sack per game. All right, that's really, really bad. Now, fortunately, again, they're up against the Lions, so the Lions
Are gonna lion.
yeah, exactly. And the Lions are unlucky and they're dumb. The Chiefs are very lucky and they're smart. So they just because of that they might win it. But again, that something just tells me go for the fun pick, and the Lions are usually a fun pick. So I'm gonna go with the fun pick for this one.
Oh, I'm very much looking forward to the game. The Lions always deliver a good time.
All right, here we go.
Sometimes at their own expense.
All right, so here we go for the God coin.
Yeah, let's see what God thinks.
Heads is home, tails is away. Over under how many times I dropped the coin today?
It's still early in the season. You shouldn't be that tired yet.
Over under 3.
I'm gonna go under.
Okay. All right. We got tails. So God goes with the Lions, which means that, yeah.
Something went wrong with the world.
Oh, do you think that God will keep picking the Saints?
Oh, I don't know about that.
That could be fun.
Maybe he just wanted to pick Jameis.
Maybe. All right, Eric, you got the next. You're the first pick. You got the Panthers at Atlanta with the Falcons. Do I even have to ask, or you do still want to say it?
I do have a question.
What?
Who the fuck are the quarterbacks?
Dude, I have no idea. I don't even know. I don't even think the coaches know who the quarterback is.
No. Okay. Mariota?
No.
He's not.
No, he's not there anymore.
And Sam Darnold went to the 49ers. Who's playing this game?
I think it's a couple of rookies.
Do they have players?
I don't know. Who cares?
Well, if we don't know who they are, then fuck the Falcons.
All right, I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna pick the. Actually, no, I'm gonna pick the Falcons.
If you want to be a bitch about it.
Carolina got rid of their star receiver and they have a rookie quarterback. Atlanta, at least last season, showed some signs of life. So,
but that
they're
doesn't make
both
me
in
happy.
rebuild mode. I think that the Panthers are just a little bit further back than the Falcons. Next, we got the Ravens.
You didn't flip God.
Oh, right. It's one. Doesn't count as it's on my hand.
All right. Maybe I gave you too much credit.
I just injured myself. That really hurt.
We need a new coin flipper.
We did.
He injured himself. The season hasn't even begun.
Oh my God! See, anything could happen. Let's see. All right, tails.
Okay,
God
that
picks
means away.
All right, next we got.
I do wonder if this is, and I don't want to jinx the universe. If this is gonna be one of those really cursed seasons again, where everybody's injured. I hope not.
Listen, this was a bad omen.
Yeah,
Let me just tell you that right now.
I don't know if I'm gonna make the show next week.
Yeah. Next we got the Ravens hosting the Texans. Oh, by the way, the next show will be live almost immediately after Monday Night Football. So we'll be going like immediately. It'll be not a post-game. It'll be a post-week show because we're going to cover all of them. I think we could start with Monday Night Football, just because it's fresh in our minds.
We'll be one of those,
It's fresh in our minds.
There's podcasts that do shows immediately after an anime episode comes out.
Uh-huh.
and they like go over the shit like immediately. You know, fresh takes.
That could be cool. All right, I'm going to go with the Ravens. This isn't even a question. I think the Texans are going to be better than last season. I mentioned this 100 times before. Like the head coach, like what they're doing. They have all the picks in the world, but they're in rebuild mode. And the Ravens are in win now mode. So, Ravens, easy pick.
Okay.
Got,
okay.
away. It's been 3 aways in a row.
You went.
I went away. I went home.
You went home.
I'm
I
pretty
went
sure you
home. And away.
All
God is feeling the wanderlust.
Next, this
I
one should
don't-
be interesting. This one should be interesting. You go first. We got the Browns hosting the Bengals.
Is Deshaun for real?
That's the question.
And is Burrow a little bit injured? As reports say.
That's the second question. I hope not, because he's the quarterback in my fantasy league.
He's a quarterback in my fantasies, period. I think... This is a toughie, because the Browns should finally be good on paper.
The Browns have been good on paper. It's the field where it's the problem.
I think I'm going to stick with the Bengals, personally.
Mm-hmm.
You know, got to believe in my boy Joey B.
Listen, the Bengals tend to start off slow. Like, I've noticed that the last few seasons, at least with Joe Burrow, they start off slow. If he's injured, that's really not a good sign. However, the Browns do Brown. But
I was mainly counting on the Browns still sucking.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to agree. I'm going to go with the Bengals on this one. And let's see what God thinks. God went away. So he's going Bengals too.
He's still
Listen,
going
home
away.
field is a big thing. Joe Burrow being injured, it's a divisional game. Like the Browns they could take this. It's literally a coin toss. It's just, I'm counting on the Bengals not being as big of an idiot as the Browns tend to be.
Plus, they have an indoor facility now, so.
That they're unstoppable. Next, we got the Colts hosting the Jaguars. Do we even have to ask?
God, the Colts are going to fucking suck, aren't they?
They're probably going to suck. I don't even, again, another team that I don't know who the quarterback is.
That being said, watching McAfee is going to be fantastic this season.
So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars, who should be better than last season.
Got
Now,
Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley. So, this got another star wide receiver out there. The Colts, I don't know what we should even be excited about. Taylor doesn't even want to be there. The new head coach, I don't really know much.
Who was the new head coach?
I don't know. They got rid of Frank Reich, which was weird. You can look it up. In Colts head coach. Frank Reich, did he go to the Panthers?
I don't remember.
We can look it up.
Shane Steichen.
Don't know who that is. So I'm guessing. I'm guessing he was something for the Eagles offensive coordinator. So
Frank
maybe
Reich. Let's see what happened to him.
Panthers.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like he's coach of the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, I got it right.
Yeah, I didn't think he was a bad coach. Like, I don't think he was necessarily
I
the
think it
problem.
was weird that the Colts got rid of him. The problem was the quarterback, that they didn't have one. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see what God wants. Home. God's,
Not even God could go with Clanton.
damn. Is God fucking with us? I don't know. Next,
Isn't he
we got
always?
the Minnesota Vikings. I was gonna say Minneapolis, Minnesota. Minnesota Vikings hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield. So, I think I go first on this one.
Yeah.
Easy money. Vikings. All day.
You don't believe in the Baker miracle?
I don't like Todd Bowles as a head coach. Not even with Tom Brady, he could make it work.
That's right. I forgot
even-
you're mega racist.
What the fuck? Just look at the man's record. We look at his record with the Jets. Look at his record with Tampa Bay. And again, with Tom Brady.
I don't want to look at his record. It's pretty bad. It
just-
scares me.
I just want to insult you.
Yeah.
So I don't like the head coach for the Bucks, and so Baker, I think he's not in the best situations right now. The Minnesota Vikings.
Baker right now is in survival mode of like,
The-
I'll go with whatever team can take me.
The Vikings had a pretty good season last year. They
They got
just-
Kirk Cousins as a quarterback.
They just don't know what to do in the offseason. They just can't get over the hump. So they're very similar to the Chargers that way.
Also, last season, they did have that historic greatest comeback of all time.
They had a lot of comeback games. A lot of them. You remember the one? Oh, yeah, the one with the Bills.
That one too.
Yeah. So
But the Colts one, where it was like literally the largest point deficit, they came back. Yeah.
So, I mean, they have still the same players. Hopefully, they have the same mindset, but they should have more than enough to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's see what God thinks.
All right.
God went home. So, Vikings. Again,
Oh, and Triple H.
at home. Next, we got the Saints hosting the Tennessee Titans.
Finally, a more interesting one.
Yeah, definitely. I think you go first on this one.
I don't know who to pick. I kind of want to pick with my heart, and my heart will be with Tennessee. That being said, I don't think they're going to be necessary. I think these are both like C+ teams right now. B- at best. If I'm a very lenient grader. Because Derek Carr, I don't know.
He's an upgrade.
Tannehill, I don't know. His last year too, I think. Derrick Henry, it's kind of the Titans' last chance of leaving their mark, at least with the current what do you call lineup that they have with
Listen,
Rebel.
to me, the Titans got screwed by their GM. Like, getting rid of Brown was ridiculous. It's insane. I don't know why they did it, but I mean, the Eagles love that trade. But we still haven't made a pick, so I'm not gonna give you any hints.
I think the Saints are okay on paper. I'm gonna go with the home field on this one. I don't like the pick, but
The Saints are a different team at home. Derek Carr, I think, is an upgrade to their entire quarterback situation for the past few years, ever since Drew Brees left. Their defense is solid. They have a really good defense, and I think it stayed mostly the same. Michael Thomas is back. Now, hopefully, I mean, he hasn't played much for the last 3 years, but
he was
he's
injured.
Still, Michael Thomas. We'll see if he's still good or not.
Kamara
But-
is suspended though.
For 3 games. That's where I was going to go with the but. However, the Tennessee Titans, Derrick Henry, he's not going to be, the monster he's been for forever.
He's gonna be diminishing for sure.
And so Tannehill, same thing. You got an aging team and not a lot of superstars, in the younger players. So at least I can't think off the top of my head. I can't even name another player for the Tennessee Titans that I think, okay, that's a star. So
And Rebel is still a fantastic coach, so they got that.
I like, again, that's why I said that it's the GM who screwed them over. Because I like Rebel's style of football. I mean, he coaches the way that he should coach because he has Derrick Henry. He's like, all right, let's just pound them. But
That's what he tells them.
yeah,
Let's just pound them.
Let's just pound them. Let's go Ninja Turtles on their ass. So I'm going to go with the Saints. Again, at home, they got a star wide receiver back. Their defense is solid. I think it's the Saints. Let's see
What does God
thinks.
think?
Home. Sticking with the Saints.
He's showing his bias.
All right.
Yet again.
Next, we got the Steelers hosting the San Francisco 49ers. I go first on this one.
I really want to watch this game.
This one should be interesting, right? Because the Steelers are with their current head coach are never out of it. I think they're still, even in a terrible season, they end up being over 500, which is
Tomlin is still like a top 5 head coach.
it's still very respectable. Incredible. Now, I don't love the defense is solid. I don't love the offense, and so I don't think. So to me, the game it's 2 teams with really good defenses, at least based off of last season. However, their one offense is clearly better than the other, especially with Brock Purdy under the helm. So it's going to be a defensive game mostly, but I think that the San Francisco 49ers offense is way better than the Steelers one, and ultimately that's what's going to win the game. It's going to be the 49ers offense.
I probably agree. Yeah.
Actually,
too many question marks on the Steelers.
Actually, no. What am I even saying? It's going to be the San Francisco defense. Because let's say you have an A. Both of them are A defenses, and the 49ers have an A offense, and the Steelers have a C offense. That means that it's A against A and C against A. So it's going to be the 49ers defense that ends up winning this one, I think.
I think that's how math works. Yeah.
Yep, that's how it goes.
Uh,
I was kind of thinking more like, I don't know, Fire Emblem.
Oh, I thought you had that shonen anime power levels rankings in your mind.
Maybe. True, but I'm going to go 49ers on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Niners as well. I like Brock Purdy. I like what they do with that team when they're healthy. And right now, they're the healthiest they're going to be. Because quarterbacks are going to start breaking soon.
Exactly. Godwin home. So.
What a weird guy.
I know. He's been really off this season. He's crazy. He's off the rails. He's off his meds.
What if he gets them all right?
What?
I quit.
You quit.
I just quit.
I'm done with this podcast. I'm out of here. Later, losers.
It'd be like, no, this is the most clear omen.
All right.
I'm never driving again.
I'm quitting on life.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to have people taste my food before I eat it. Like, something's going to go wrong. I'll be scared.
Damn, dude, I'm going to have to, like, watch Monday Night Football here with you just to make sure you don't cut your veins or something. No, I'm done. No, stop it. Next, we got the Redskins. Redskins? Is it the Commanders? Why'd you write that down like that?
Because we don't know.
The Washington Commanders, maybe Redskins. Who knows?
They're petitioning for it.
Hosting the Arizona Cardinals. Both. Oh, you go first.
Oh, do I have to?
Yes. I did the last one.
But I don't like these teams. They're both stinky. Who was the fucking quarterback from the Commanders?
Who's the fucking quarterback for the Cardinals?
Isn't it Colts guy? Colt McCoy or something
I
like
have
that?
no idea.
Or wasn't he with the Cowboys? No, I think it's Colt.
Sure.
All right, Colt McCoy. Apparently the new head coach for the Arizona Cardinals. It's like this weird guy. No, that team's just imploding. I just got to go with Washington for... Washington had like a little bit of a... What would you call it? Like a morale boost, but
Getting rid of the owner?
A karma boost. That's what I mean. By getting rid of...
shame.
Yeah, I was going to say Zack Snyder. Dan Snyder.
Okay.
Yeah, they had their own universe reboot. So, just with that alone, I mean, it's like, okay, they were like on the morality scale, fighting it with the Browns, but finally they're...
Yeah, I agree. I think the Redskins weren't terrible last season. I mean, they still need a freaking quarterback. But I think the Redskins were one of the teams that beat the Eagles. So they're at home, and the Cardinals. Who even knows what the fuck the Cardinals are at this point? So, and without their star quarterback, who doesn't really want to be there anymore, I'm going with the Commanders. God picks home.
Not even he believes in the Cards.
Next, we got the Chicago Bears hosting the Packers, the Green Bay Packers.
This night is going to be very important for Chicago.
Oh, very important for Chicago.
If they find out that this new guy still takes their fucking lunch money, dude, there's gonna be hell to fucking pay in Chicago.
Dude, at home, season opener, no more Aaron Rodgers. There's no excuse not to beat the Packers.
You're at him.
There's no excuse not to beat the Packers. Oh, you already made your pick. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Bears. Now the Bears are still kind of in rebuild a bear mode. But the Packers, come on, like I'm gonna go with the Bears.
That's definitely the smart pick. I went with the Packers
because you went with the funny one.
Yeah, like I already picked the Chiefs in the first one, so let me have my fun here with the
away.
Who's your daddy?
God picks the Packers. Next, we got an interesting matchup: the Broncos hosting the Las Vegas Raiders.
Sean Payton has come into the Denver Broncos organization.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think he tied Russell Wilson up to a table and, put him up to the lightning like Dr. fucking Frankenstein and revived his career?
Listen, there was a lot of things wrong with the Broncos last season. I mean, the Raiders had a better record. There was a lot of things wrong with the Broncos. The play calling was just retarded. However, bad play calling does not justify bad ball throwing. Like, there were some throws, people wide open, where Russell was just missing people. Also, if I'm not mistaken, some wide receivers have gotten injured. The defense still should be solid. Again, Sean Payton should be an upgrade. However, I don't know if we'll find out very quickly if what was wrong with Russell Wilson is actually fixable. On the other hand, I think the Raiders got worse. I mean,
got good old
I know
Jimmy G.
that Jimmy G when he's on the field, he makes the playoffs. He's never not made the playoffs when he's played. But he's always going to be injured. They gave away their star tight end. Their star running back is not happy. The defense is meh.
I think Devontae also made comments of problems from the wide receiver core.
Well, he went there to be with freaking Derek Carr, and Derek Carr left, or they traded him. So
It's a very dramatic storyline.
yeah, I think the drama in Las Vegas is more substantial than the issues at home with the Broncos.
Who would have fucking thought the Raiders and go to Vegas and all of a sudden shit starts breaking down?
First, everybody gets arrested.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the Broncos because of home field advantage, and I think
Let's just keep this in mind. First year they were there, one of their players murdered a woman.
yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Broncos just because of home field. I think they're both equally crappy, but I'm gonna go with home field.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the benefit of the doubt to good old Sean Payton. I think he's a fine
You know what
coach.
it is? You know what it is? I think the ceiling is higher. The Broncos have a higher ceiling. Like if they
Well, we know that on paper a lot of their players are really fucking good.
they had a great defense last year.
Russell Wilson was not a bad quarterback. That was like the thing last year where it's
Well, the
like,
thing is,
everybody thought, oh yeah, this is a
listen,
big
well-
fucking upgrade from fucking.
Super Bowl contender. You had him as your Super Bowl pick.
I think so.
So
Oh, well, did I break them?
did me rooting for them break them?
Oh my god, did I break the Chiefs?
Yes.
I broke the Chiefs!
Hopefully, shut your fucking mouth.
Yes!
Because remember, God hates us.
Oh, true.
Just gonna do this real quick. Away. God picks the Raiders. So
Sure. City of Sin, huh?
Listen, he's taking a risk this year, man.
I think he's drunk.
Next,
It is Labor Day.
we got the Chargers hosting the Miami Dolphins. Is that right? I thought they went to Miami.
I wrote whatever the website said.
Okay, no, then
Here's
that's
the website.
All right. At LA.
There you go.
All right, so Chargers hosting the Miami Dolphins. Last season, they whooped them. They whooped them on offense. They whooped them on defense. They whooped them on special teams. There's no excuse to not whipping them again this year. Supposedly, the Chargers are a better team. They got rid of freaking Lombardi, who was an idiot as an offensive coordinator. He wanted to run a Cadillac like if it was a fucking pickup truck. It's never going to work. So supposedly, from everything I've seen, Kellen Moore and our boy Herbert are on the same page. They're finishing each other's sentences. They have a similar view of how an offense should run. So this offense should be flying really high, really quickly. And so since the defense already has the Miami Dolphins' number, it should be a whooping by the Chargers. Should be. If it isn't, then I'm very concerned about the Chargers this season. Because the Dolphins are not a terrible team. They just are not a good matchup for the Chargers, at least from what we've seen in the past. So I'm going to go with the Chargers.
I don't know if I'm ready to forgive them. I remember their last game.
Yeah. Against another Florida team.
It was very, very bad.
Mm-hmm.
I did not have a good time there.
No, you did not.
Let me think. They still have Tyreek with the Dolphins. So he's a fast dude.
I think Waddle is a question mark.
I think Tua has actually been taking like MMA. So, he's ready to throw down.
He's... What?
Yeah, I think so.
The dude who has concussions has been practicing MMA?
Yeah, why not? You're not striking your head.
All right. Listen, these are two...
Fuck it, give me the charge.
Fool.
Give me the clown town, the real clown town.
Listen, if we're going to be clowns, we're going to be clowns.
I'm not putting on makeup week 1, though.
No. Home. Even God picks the church. See, now I'm concerned.
I always like it when we get an HHH because it's Triple H. God, are you actually optimistic about the team?
Listen, yes. And
Because what else do we got?
no, I could explain it pretty easily. the big issue that the Chargers have had for the past 2 seasons is the head coach. So the biggest issue was the head coach, and it's kind of a considerable problem. However, as the seasons have progressed, the dude has gotten less stupid. Now, again, I have an issue. The NFL is not a place where you go learn how to be a head coach. You're not going to learn on the job. That's stupid. But the Chargers are cheap, and they went for the cheap option, a guy who has no experience head coaching, and it showed when he couldn't do a fucking timeout when he had to. When he ran the ball on 4th down, because that's what the analytics say, but a 4th down in your own 15 is not the same as a 4th down on their 15. So...
Also, usually you go for 4th downs when the game is really on the line and,
exactly.
emotions are running high. People make mistakes.
Well, when you have some momentum, when you move the ball across, at least across the 50. Because if you have a ball on the 4th down in your own 15, that means that you move the ball nothing. Mm-hmm. So... and again, game has to be in the line. So he's made a lot of really stupid mistakes.
But those are the types of things that analytics just don't tell you. It's stuff that you got to learn.
You need to learn on the job. So again, I've seen progress. I've seen him learn on the job. Last season, playing his fucking starters in the last game of the season that meant nothing. That's stupid.
Who got injured?
Mike Williams.
Mike Williams got injured.
All right. So
and they also lost.
Yeah. So they've done it kills your momentum, kills everything. You lost a starter, a key player. So they've done a lot of stupid mistakes. He's gotten better every time at not doing the big stupid mistakes. He finds new mistakes because again, he's still fucking learning on the job.
And the Chargers are still going to charge her.
Yeah, but the biggest question mark there is no longer the biggest concern anymore. It's still a concern. It's not the biggest one. Now, we moved on to last season. The biggest concern was the fucking offensive coordinator, who was terrible. He just kept, giving the ball off to Austin Eckler, which good for him. He's a good player. He made a lot of points or whatever.
Didn't help him the second most
in fantasy points, I think.
Highest ranked, yeah.
But that's not what that... You have a quarterback that has a cannon for an arm, and he's accurate. You should be throwing the ball at least 15, 20 yards, not just dunking it. You know why? Because they're going to fucking kill him. Justin Herbert was running for his life most of the time. That's why he got injured. And so...
what they should have done was run the freaking Titans offense.
Yes.
Best goddamn play action in the game.
Yeah. So what happened here, and again, I've been seeing a lot of Kellen Moore stuff. Kellen Moore loves the big play. He loves big play, so they drafted a couple of really fast wide receivers, so, it opens up the field. I don't mind them stretching the field. I'm not a big fan of the big play. I prefer running the ball.
Ball control?
Yeah, ball control, time control, grinding down the defensive line for the other team, slowly imposing your will on other people. Maybe I talked to Nick Hardwick too much, and he got me really hyped on no, you gotta pound them. When you run, you're punching them slowly and eventually you impose your will on them. The defense gives up, and the game's already won. And so you know the moment the game's already won. So again, you demoralize them. When the quarterback's running for his life, sure, it's a little bit more dramatic, but you don't want it to be dramatic. From what I've seen, again, preseason, they ran for 600 yards or something crazy. Well, I think I'm just saying crazy numbers, but they ran for more yards than ever before preseason. And if you stretch the field, that means there's less defenders in the box, so it opens up more running opportunities. The O-line seems to be healthy, or the healthiest it's been in a really long time. They have great people in the great tackles, one of the best centers in the league. So on paper, it should be a better team. The issue is, and I think it's Mike Florio who says it. There's always something with the Chargers. It's always an injury bug because they cheap out on the medical staff. I'm pretty sure because the Spanoses are cheap, and so fortunately the Dolphins also suck with the medical staff because they almost killed their quarterback. So at least on this level, the Chargers should be better than them. I think Miami won a Super Bowl? Oh, wait, yeah, they went undefeated.
Wait, but did they win the actual...
I think so, because it's the Dolphins are the only team who's been undefeated.
But
the Patriots going to get in there.
Well, wasn't that going to be like a milestone that the Patriots would have had?
I don't know. I think the Dolphins did win. They stayed undefeated. Anyway, the point is, I'm cautiously optimistic because they got rid of the guy I hated, And the other guy who I have not been a fan of has gotten slightly better. He still gets beat by good head coaches. Like, I mean, Andy Reid eats his lunch every single time.
And guess what?
Bill Belichick eats his lunch every single time.
In the playoffs, you're going to run into pretty good head coaches.
Doug Peterson eats his lunch every single time. So it's like it's time to put up or shut up. He's on the hot seat. I think out of all the head coaches right now, his seat is by far the hottest. So it's time to put up or shut up.
I think he's the Yamcha of the head coaches.
And hopefully, this means that he's going to start making smarter decisions and not become more erratic and run it on fourth more times than he needs to. Hopefully.
In theory, he's got the reps. So
he's got the players, he's got the pieces. And so they should be a better team. We'll see.
We shall see.
Yeah.
But they have to win me over first, okay?
All right.
I've done too much for them. They got to do a little something for me. I'm not gonna get too
Over
excited.
under 9 wins.
For the Chargers?
Yeah.
Probably at par or a little over.
It's a tough schedule. They go up against the AFC East, which is loaded. But I'm going to go over.
Yeah, I think either... No, they can't go par because it's not an even season.
No.
But I'm going to go over, yeah.
Next, we got the New England Patriots hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. Interesting one.
Very interesting.
Matchup. It's the Eagles started off red hot last year.
And they closed off red hot.
Yeah. They were the team with the best record, I think, last season.
Yep.
They only got better during the offseason.
They went to the Super Bowl.
And so now they're going up against, the GOAT, one of the greatest head coaches of all time, if not the greatest head coach of all time. In my humble opinion, he is.
With a C-tier quarterback.
And that's the problem. The Patriots have a C-tier roster playing at a B level, all because of Bill Belichick. The problem is the offense. I don't know why they brought Matt Patricia to run the offense, but they changed that. So they're at home. I just think the Philadelphia Eagles got better.
I think they're a well-oiled machine.
The Super Bowl hangover is a thing, but right now,
I think it was a thing with the Bengals last year where
they started off slow.
Yeah.
So I think.
Oh no! Wait, no. The Bengals didn't go to Super Bowl last year.
No, but they lost the Super Bowl the season before.
Right.
Yeah. I think at least on paper, the Philadelphia Eagles should be able to easily beat the Patriots in Foxborough.
I'm going to go, Eagles as well. I just think they're a well-oiled machine. They should be scary. Mm-hmm. They got freaking the best... they had the best draft out of anybody, so...
Yeah.
I don't think they're stopping anytime soon.
God picked the way, too. All right, next, we got the Seahawks hosting the Rams. I think you go first.
Matthew Stafford is back. Wasn't Cooper Kupp injured?
Yes, he's questionable as of right now.
I think.
By the way, Waddle Abdomen said Tuesday he's feeling good and expects to suit up Week 1 versus the Chargers. And let me read here: Cooper Kupp, who's also in my fantasy team. Update.
I have Kamara, so
Monday, September 4th. Kupp hamstring is still in Minnesota to see a specialist, with coach Sean McVay saying Monday that the whiteout remains day to day.
I think the Rams are, what do they call it? Reaping what they sowed?
They sowed a Super Bowl. I don't think they care.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
But, they won it. They went all in and they won it.
Good for them.
Now it's time to pay.
Honestly, I'm shocked that McVay did not retire. I'm shocked. But good for him. Honestly, seriously, good for him. I respect it. Because otherwise it would have been a punk bitch move. But
going out on the high and just leaving everything to die?
No. Leaving everything destroyed. He went scorched earth, basically. And so that seems like a punk bitch move. Like, it's okay. Dude, you were there. You got the Super Bowl. Now leave him in a acceptable situation. Not great, but acceptable. And so
winning a Super Bowl is acceptable, yes.
Sure. Whatever. I'm going to pick the Seahawks. Oh, you're supposed to pick first.
Well, that's
Now you're gonna know my pick.
it's gonna be the same because I'm gonna go with good old Pete Carroll and
Who's
You
the
know,
quarterback?
it's gonna be Gino, isn't it?
It's still Gino. Look it up.
I thought it was Gino.
Listen,
I liked how Gino played last season. I thought he was
yeah,
okay.
but clearly what we've seen from Russell Wilson is that Pete Carroll's, Drew Luck's there.
Yeah, but
Oh, that's right. They traded the Seahawks traded for him. Clearly, what they showed is that Pete Carroll can work with anybody. So, all right.
yeah, Gino had a pretty good season. They were like did they make the playoffs actually?
Yeah,
No. They fucked over the Packers. Wasn't it?
I think they made the playoffs.
No. Or
No,
did they
the
fuck over
Lions.
the Lions? Yeah. Because they had to lose against the Rams or something like that. So that's what determined if the Lions versus the Packers was win
know.
and get in.
I don't know, but we got a Triple H again.
I love me some Triple H.
And finally, for Sunday Night Football, the first primetime Sunday night game,
And you know who it is.
the Giants hosting the Cowboys. Now, the Danny Dimes, does he have trouble with primetime?
Maybe he shrinks down to Danny Pennies.
I think that's the issue, right?
No, that was Cousins.
No, I think this guy has a similar issue. I'm not sure if he's ever won in primetime. I like the Giants last season. They were way better than I expected them to be.
They really started getting their shit together.
The Cowboys, I'm not
Saquon looked like Saquon again.
yeah, I'm not sure what they are. They got rid of their offensive coordinator.
They got
who-
Trey Lance.
They got Trey Lance, exactly. I don't think the offensive coordinator was the problem for them. I think that it's just Dak. I don't think Dak's the guy. He's good, but he's B+.
But maybe, there's a fire under his ass now,
I mean, they
his
did bring in
replacement is
competition.
clear.
Yes.
So I don't.
Still at home, I'm going Giants. 'Cause to me, this is all about home field advantage. I'm going Giants.
The thing is, MetLife Stadium is not an advantage to anybody. Fuck it. I'll go different here. I'll go with the Cowboys. Every year it's like, oh, this year they must be good, right?
Yeah. Them boys got picked home.
All right.
Finally, on what's probably the most interesting game.
They picked right for the.
Yeah,
Last
the
game of
first
the week.
Monday Night Football to close off Week 1.
We're going to have a lot to talk about on Monday night.
The New York Jets, the Aaron Rodgers-led New York Jets against the Buffalo Bills.
Do you know if they're also the New York Football Jets? They should be.
I don't think they are.
Their logo's a football.
I think it's just the New York Jets.
All right.
All right. Interesting matchup.
Very
On
fascinating.
paper, I think the Jets are better than the Bills. Now, the Bills have a little bit of drama, again, with Stephon Diggs. They can't seem to get over the hump ever.
But they are good during the season.
They are good during the season.
Their
Their
player
defense,
died.
Their defense is mediocre. I think mediocre is a good word. Maybe slightly better than mediocre.
Sure. There's still that one time they basically gave away the game to the Chiefs in 6 seconds.
On the other hand, or on the other side of the ball, we got the Jets, who had a solid defense last year. I like the head coach a lot. They have future Hall of Famer, multiple-time MVP, Super Bowl winner, Aaron Rodgers there. They may play in the darkness, which is an advantage to him. So, if the lights go out,
He's going to go lights out.
exactly. So, on paper, I think the Jets should beat the Bills. It's going to be close, but I like the Jets on paper. Now, I may be proven wrong very quickly, the same way that you were proven wrong about the Broncos last season. Maybe it's just not a good fit. Maybe
It just
it's not
sounds
working.
too good to be true, right?
It does sound too good to be true. But
Like everybody's going there. It seems like they have a fantastic team. Every side of the ball.
It could be like Tom Brady and the Bucks. So we're going to find out very, very quickly who the Jets are. And this is the perfect game to show us. Aaron Rodgers actually did a full training camp for the first time in who knows how long.
And it seems like he's got a good command of the entire offense. Like he's the guy.
And I'm
making the calls.
I'm pretty sure that everybody knows that the Bills are the team to beat. So if the Jets can start making a statement by taking down the Bills, their season's gonna look pretty good from that point forward. Or at least, their momentum, their mentality. The other teams coming to face them are gonna be like, oh shit, we're up against the Jets. Because again, it was a really tough defense, and now you add a freaking Titan there with freaking Aaron Rodgers playing. So
although it does seem like there's just a lot of pressure being put on there with all the expectations, and it's like Aaron Rodgers has to know the moment he shows a chink in the armor, they're gonna go after him.
It's really weird because it's the first time in a long time I've seen Aaron Rodgers care.
Well,
because in the last few off seasons with the Packers, like, whatever, I don't care. Like, they lost the first few games, like, whatever. Here, he actually looks involved. He actually looks excited to be there. He looks like, oh, well, finally, I'm in a team that the team's not letting me fucking down. They don't get rid of my freaking all my weapons. They give me a good defense. They actually care about winning, and that's the thing about the Packers not really having an owner. There's really the incentive for them is just to, be good enough, but there's no really fire under their ass. So I don't know. It's just, again, maybe I'm way too high on them right now. But
I think everybody is.
But in my defense, I was high on them last season. It was just, White Lightning didn't deliver and the motherfucker didn't deliver.
Probably he did deliver to some others.
If Aaron Rodgers can't deliver in New York's fucking fucked. Like, the Jets are never going to win anything because they have the roster.
Which would make for more funny Larry David shows.
Oh, definitely, if he doesn't kill himself. So I'm going to pick the Jets on this one. If the Bills lose this one, I think there's no way they're going to end up... They're going to have to drop... They're probably going to end up being a wild card if they're lucky.
It's hard to say. It's the beginning of the season.
We're doing. This is what we do. We're wrong about everything. And
I know.
So we take wild guesses. I mean, freaking Aaron Rodgers could die on the field.
I'm going for that one. Yeah. I'm just gonna write. It's a no contest again. Aaron Rodgers died.
All right.
Who picks first?
God picks away.
All right. God picked first, I guess.
I picked home.
You pick home. Do I go with?
Listen, you got to make a move at some point.
No, I don't. It's the beginning.
You got to make a move at some point.
The best point to not make a move is, well, either when you've already won the game and you just want to, run out the clock.
Like a bitch.
Yeah.
Like a bitch.
Or right now where we don't know shit about fuck and it's 0-0.
Mm-hmm.
I think, honestly, I want the Jets to win. I want them to be good. Just because I think that'll be the funniest thing for, media shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing people lose their mind over that. And it's home field advantage, technically. New York, home field advantage.
Not technically, it's literally. And it's actually Jersey.
I know, that's why I said, technically, yeah. Actually, the Bills are from the same...
The Bills are the only team who actually play in New York.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Jets.
All right.
I take the Jets.
So there you go. Those are our picks. Week 1, again, as always, we don't know shit about fuck. Maybe we get some right. Maybe we don't. Maybe God gets all of them right, in which case Eric may or may not kill himself, which should
It'll
be
be suicide.
He'll be on suicide watch. Suicide watch, definitely. And so, again, if you want to be a part of this league, comment your picks on this video or send me a message before the games start. So meaning, if you want to make a pick for Thursday's game, just send it before Thursday. If you want to wait until Monday, send it before. The point is, picks don't count after the game starts. I mean, immediately after kickoff. So as long as you send that before, cool. We'll keep track of everything. And at the end of the season, winner, the one with the most points, wins $100.
Winner.
I'll tell you again, really simple. The rules are pretty simple. Every single game, pick who's going to win. Straight up. That's it. Nothing else. We'll add up the points. End of the season, person with the most points wins. And Monday nights, we're going to be doing a live stream. We're going to be live streaming almost immediately after the Monday Night Football game ends. If you want to join us, be a part of the chat and everything, you can put your picks there. All that cool stuff. So
If you want to see us overreact.
yeah, I think that's it for today. As always, like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel, invite people to be a part of the league. It's fun. It's stupid. It's fun. And you know what? It's easy. It's pretty easy, and you can win $100, maybe even more if you got the cojones to put some money in. But comments, questions, suggestions, you can find me at Dario STW and at Super Dario World. Eric, is there anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, follow me on Opus Harmony at Instagram. And I'm very, very, very happy football is back, baby!
It's back, baby!
Baby!
Yeah!
My weekends have meaning again!
Finally! As always, thank you for joining us, and I'll see you again next time.